I wanted to come back to it. I wanted to bring to you a TikTok influencer by the name of Sadie Perkins. And Sadie, a black woman, decided to take to TikTok and get mad because there were apparently a group of white girls that got swept away from their camp in the Texas flooding. These white girls, man, they're young girls, they're innocent, they've done nothing to no one. And again, man, white folks in general, they bend over backwards for black folks or anyone, really. You got to be honest about that. They bend over backwards. But right now it's popular to hate white folks, even white kids. And she's basically saying, hey, I had no empathy, I had no sympathy for these white girls. They got swept away because if they were brown, nobody would care. Watch.
I gives no fucks, because when I say I am exhausted with white folks and I am done with y'all's bullshit, it is exhausting. White people's bullshit is fucking exhausting. Every fucking day of my life, you motherfuckers give me a goddamn headache. And it is just really annoying. And it's really been 10 times worse since this whole Trump shit has been off the ground. But whatever. Tomorrow's a new day. I will be back. The video is still up. You can go like and comment and give me a follow. Okay? I feel like a little influencer right now. Y'all really been gassing me up all day. I know I'm probably going to get canceled for this, but Camp Mystic is a whites-only girls Christian camp. They don't even have a token Asian. They don't have a token black person. It is a all white only conservative Christian camp. If you ain't white, you ain't right, you ain't getting in, you ain't going. Period. And I think that context needs to be said.
Guys, man, her hatred for white folks is pretty clear. It's pretty clear. The fact of the matter is, man, there is no camp. Camp Mystic is not just for white folks, not just for white girls. It's for girls, and it's for Christian girls. And being in Texas, again, it's going to be pretty much all white. But again, no, it's not just for white girls. And again, you can go to the website, you can check them out and whatever. But the fact of the matter is, man, she's saying that, again, don't help them. Don't put your rain boots on or whatever. Don't go help them because, again, they're building concentration camps for your family, for brown people, and again, it's not even close to being true. They're deporting people that are here illegally. But again, man, there is no camp for white girls only. And there definitely is no concentration camps or whatever Again, this kind of stuff is nothing but misinformation that she's spreading. And again, there are certain people, not all, but there are certain people that buy the shit.
In this matter, it's not to say that we don't want the girls to be found, whatever girls that are missing or whatever right now, but you best believe, especially in today's political climate, if this were a group of Hispanic girls, especially with them being in East Texas, it should be most likely Hispanic. If this were a group of Hispanic girls out there, this would not be getting this type of coverage that they're getting. No one would give a fuck. And all these white people, the parents of these little girls, would be saying things like they need to be deported. They shouldn't have been here in the first place and yada, yada, yada. So before y'all come at me, before y'all start leaving hate comments on my page about, oh, these are just kids and they don't know no better, da, 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 da. The parents of these children who are choosing, and it is a choice in 2025, it is definitely a freaking choice to go into East goddamn Texas and to make a all-white enclave, exclusionary just for white people, with all the black people in East Texas, with all the Hispanic people in East Texas. Somehow, some way, you have carved out an all-white, whites-only enclave in East Texas for your white children. Yeah, I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that. Once again, this is no shade to the girls. I hope they all get found. But once again, y'all have to understand the climate that we're living in. They want you to have sympathy for these people. They want you to get out of your bed and to come out of your home and to go find these people and to donate your money to go find these people. Meanwhile, they are deporting your family members. Meanwhile, they're setting up concentration camps and prisons for your family members. And I need y'all to keep that in mind before y'all get out there and put on your rain boots.
You know, guys, man, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Again, what she is doing is she's turning this into a racial situation. It's not. It's truly not. But again, she's turning it into that so she can get attention for her. It's narcissism. And again, man, you can watch her in the videos and you can tell this girl is nothing but a narcissist. She wants that attention. And again, the best way to turn it, to make people hate, or not to worry about the girls, is to say, well, it's a racial camp. It's racist. It's a racial thing. Because people will look at it and say, you know what? Yeah, it was, man. And somehow it gets people around the fact that, 30 young girls died or whatever. And somehow it gets them around the fact if they can make it racial, that they can somehow not feel bad for the girls or not feel bad for the families. And again, man, this lady is nothing but all about her. That's all she's trying to do. And again, man, there's no shame in that whatsoever. And as far as it can't being racist, of course not, man. It was not designed. Oh, we're only going to allow white kids in or white girls in or whatever. No, man. People have got to remember it's a Christian camp in Texas. It's a girls' Christian camp, and again, white people and black people tend to go to different churches still to this day, long after segregation. Again, they tend to go to separate churches. And with that being said, they're primarily going to go probably towards camps that are their churches are involved with. Again, I don't know too many, church camps for black folks or whatever anyways, but you tend, again, I never grew up around that stuff, around the churches or whatever, but you tend to see, at least when I was a kid, again in the South, you tended to see white people going to white churches, black people going to black churches, and they went to their own fundraisers or camps or whatever. So again, it's not racist by design, but that is something that you can do nowadays, man. You can say whatever you want to say about white churches or white camps or white this and say, well, there's no black people there, so it's racist. And it's like, that's not racist. They did not in any way intend that to be that way. But, again, you can say whatever you want about white folks nowadays. And apparently it's okay, man, even the kids. And it doesn't matter who dies, doesn't matter who gets sick, doesn't matter what happens. Again, they're white folks. They're evil. They're bad. They're whatever. And, and apparently Miss Perkins got some attention. I just don't know if it was the attention that she was wanting to get. Watch. I wanted to read this one article for you from the New York Post. The former Houston mayor appointee, who raised a flood-ravaged Texas girls' camp for being white only, has been humiliated on a fundraising page, with many only paying the smallest amount possible to let them leave abusive messages of outrage. Sadie Perkins, who condemned Camp Mystic in an ill-timed rant just hours after dozens of people died there in a devastating flash flood on Friday, is described as courageous on the page, which asks supporters to donate for her protection, legal support, and recovery. It states that she needs help recovering from the reputational and emotional harm that she's enduring. Yeah, she's the one that did this to herself, and she's not. She's not. Sadie Perkins is being publicly targeted for telling the truth. Claims the ill-fated Give Send Go page set up by her supporter. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. It's great. The people are donating the smallest amount just to leave her nasty messages. Sadie simply spoke about racial disparity and emergency response, something many have quietly thought but were too afraid to say. Yeah, right. The fundraiser aimed to raise $20,000, but had raked in less than $400 as of Thursday afternoon. Much of that came from critics paying just a few bucks to let them leave nasty comments. One person said, just pay just to say eat shit. One person fumed, who donated $5. Others dropped F-bombs. For your funeral expenses, another $5 donor received. While one critic told her to get an attorney. Perkins sparked outrage when she lashed out the girls' camp in Hunton, Texas, where 27 people, including numerous children, died in the floodwaters that have killed more than 100 people. I know that I'm gonna cancel for this, but Camp Mystic is a white-only girls' camp, Christian camp, and first point, it's not white only. But I'm pretty much stop reading here. But yeah, I mean, this girl, man, she didn't get what she wanted. But again, man, she got what she deserved. She really does. And I'm going to play for you guys one more clip of a black woman who had a few choice words for Sadie Perkins. Watch.
Listen, I'm about to get off an overnight shift and I got time today. Little Miss Girl, Sadie, whatever her name is, she went ahead and deleted her profile, but listen, that doesn't save you from me. Nope. The fact that you even try to compare literal missing children to children whose parents decided to try to break the law, enter our country, and now they're in a detention center awaiting processing so they can go the fuck back to where they came from. You've lost your mind, and I think it's a real good idea for you to take a break from social media, because there's no way. How dare you try to say or try to compare such a tragic, truly tragic situation to some fucking illegal immigrants who chose to break the law and brought their kids here, and now their kids are suffering the repercussions. None of the children that are missing, or any of the fatalities, or any of the people that were hurt in this recent natural disaster, none of them chose for this to happen. Your illegal immigrant friends that you're trying to sit here and protect, they chose for this to happen. Go get your fucking green card, go get your paperwork, and do what the fuck you're supposed to. If anybody tries to stand up for this shit, or stand up for this person, Sadie, whatever the fuck, you need to scroll along. Don't be on my page now. Don't be on my page.
Man, that girl went off on her. She went off on her. And again, man, she should. She should. You know, there's so many people now, they will do whatever, they will say whatever in order to get them 5 minutes of fame or whatever. You know, trying to get money for themselves, trying to get, you know, people to come to their page, whatever. They'll say whatever, they'll do whatever. And I'm glad. I'm glad there are people that are calling them out. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, I'm glad there are black people calling this woman, Sadie Perkins, out. Because again, man, Sadie Perkins is nothing but trash. She has nothing but filth. You know, saying that kind of stuff, man, is, especially hours after a flood. Come on. They claimed the lives of so many people, including kids, from that camp. But again, man, that's why right now there's what they call black fatigue. Again, so many people that appear, that they want to claim this oppressiveness. They're oppressed. They're oppressed. I'm oppressed. I was oppressed. You're not oppressed. Nobody's oppressed. You're oppressed because you believe you're oppressed. But nobody's oppressing you except for you. But guys, man, if you would please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.